Alright everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to be taking a look at the new German MiG-29. This is the MiG-29 912A, if I remember correctly. Correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the specific model that we got. Now, this right here, of course, was kind of expected. At least me, I expected the German MiG-29 and the Tornado to come this patch. Both of them did come, of course. And the German MiG-29 is pretty nice, especially because the MiG-29's got yet another buff. For those of y'all who have been watching my channel for a while, you know I've already made a couple videos on the MiG-29, and they already went ahead and buffed it a couple times. Just yet another one, this time to the flight model. But we're going to just start off talking about the new German MiG-29 specifically and what you can expect with it. So basically, it's almost identical to the one in the Soviet tree. It gets R-27 ERs, even though technically it probably shouldn't. Not a major concern for me. I like balance. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of historical accuracy for balance. So it does get R27 ERs. It also gets the normal R27T, R27R, R60, R60M. You can see right there, R60M still pretty flare resistant in rear aspect. You know, that tracked through all his flares and just went ahead and trolled him. I was going to go in for the gunshot right there, but instead we get a nice little view of the new ejection sequence, which is another thing I'm pretty happy about. Thank you, Gaijin. Ejection seats, I waited for this for a while. It feels so cinematic. I don't know how to put it. But regardless, the R27ER is the best radar missile in the game. Gives the opportunity, especially with these new larger maps that Gaijin has added at top tier, to go ahead and do a little bit of BVR. So you can see we got someone 50 kilometers ahead in front of us. Now, those of y'all who aren't familiar with the MiG-29 or haven't seen my old videos, one of the big things you can do, you can see I locked someone up and then I fired it up in the air to loft it, and then I unlocked the target. Now, it does not guide in TWS, but what you can do is, like what I just did right here, is go ahead and relock the enemy afterwards, and it'll snap back on the target. You see right here, it is tracking. Now, unfortunately, this first missile is going to miss. I'm not 100% sure exactly what happened, but this is a good example of how you can go ahead and do BVR, because the MiG-29, yeah, he actually notches me right here. That's what happens. The MiG-29 does not have a pulse mode. It has pulse Doppler, yes, but it doesn't have a normal pulse or search mode, I guess most people would say. So that means that you don't have the ability to lock people that are going side to side. You only have the ability to do it coming towards or away from you. Now, you do get two different pulse Doppler modes. You can see I'm using pulse Doppler head-on. That is best in a head-on. Surprise, surprise. And you do get quite a bit of leeway when it comes to going ahead and going off the side. You can see I'm actually chaffing and notching while I'm guiding this missile in. And that allows me to stay safe while basically looking at the guy. I would honestly, that's maybe 60, 70 degrees off my nose, which is pretty impressive, honestly. So that is one of the things you can use. And then if they are starting to notch you, you can switch radar mode. So you can switch from pulse Doppler head-on to normal pulse Doppler, which is better with targets that are slower going away from you. I've had cases where it will keep the lock when it does that. It's not 100% guaranteed, but at least go ahead and try it. That is one of the advantages you get over the F-16. If you're in the F-16 and someone notches you in pulse Doppler, you switch back to pulse. A lot of times the AIM-7F just won't track. The Mirage 2000s, the F-14, get the ability to switch radar modes while sustaining the lock, just like the MiG-29. It's one of the big advantages those planes have. So the MiG-29, especially now with the flight model changes, is, in my opinion, the best top-tier plane in the game. F-16, F-14, both very close seconds. But for me, at least, the combination of maneuverability, a more reliable gun, the R27ER, really, really makes it. Now, the F-16 is also better this patch. I'm going to be making an F-16 AJ video later on, showing y'all how it did at least get buffed somewhat. I actually kind of enjoy flying it now, which is a big plus compared to last patch when I couldn't stand doing it, but I would still rather be in the MiG-29. It does pull harder at most speeds. I did a dogfight against someone in the F-16 who was very well versed, and he's flown hundreds, if not thousands, of matches in it, and it was really close. The MiG-29 has advantages at most speeds up until like a very slow speed now. So here's some more BVR for y'all. Now, this first missile is not going to connect. You can see this is my standard practice. I go ahead, lock someone, fire the missile, and unlock it, and just watch them on TWS until they get close, and then I'll switch back and lock them again. Now, the plane should have the ability to guide the missiles in with TWS since the missile has data link. For balancing purposes for now, Gaijin has removed it because it was a little bit too strong. So I'm not too fussed about it. At least we can still do this pretty amusing tactic right here. And here in a second, I believe, I'm about to get the longest range kill I have ever gotten in War Thunder. So you can see this guy right here picked him up 58 kilometers and launched at 57. And this missile is going to fly for almost a minute. I'm going to go ahead and unlock him again. Psst. It'll keep going. Don't worry about it. You don't have to sustain the lock. This missile can fly for about a minute without any input. Now, it's not going to track during that time, but it'll be able to go in the rough direction of the enemy. So I'm just going to sit here and wait. The R-27ER isn't the best when it comes to drag, so it does lose quite a bit of speed at distance. It's still the fast accelerating missile in the game, and I think it probably is the fastest missile, but it's going to take quite a while to get there. In this case, I want to say it took about 53, 54 seconds to travel, and then I just go ahead and immediately go and start notching these other enemies as well. Because while I'm doing this BVR, I don't want to get smacked by someone else. So you gotta be wary of your surroundings. You can't just focus on the missile. Still keep an eye out, and then you'll get stuff like that right there, where you hit someone from 57 kilometers away. Now, I'm about to show off a little bit of that more high-speed maneuverability again, and especially in the 500 to 800 kilometer an hour-ish range, it's gained a lot of maneuverability. You can see I'm easily hitting 13 Gs. F-16 will only hit 9 right there, which is one of the big advantages that the MiG-29 has. And then I'm able to go ahead and just throw it into the dogfight. You can see at 800, I am whipping around inside this guy, and he has no chance. If he air braked and got to like maybe 500, he could probably get inside of me then. But if you don't air brake in the F-16 and the MiG-29 gets behind you, you're dead. I go ahead and crit him here, and then I do try for an R-60M. He J's out anyway, so I don't have to worry about it. Kind of a waste of a missile right there, but it's no biggie. So the plane can pull really hard now. I've gotten up to 16 Gs at around 600 to 700 kilometers an hour. So I would highly recommend at least experting the plane, especially now, this patch. I would try and go for ace crew if you're able to. For those of y'all who don't know, you can just play it a lot and get a lot of RP. I want to say it's like 1.1 million RP, and you'll be able to get ace crew for free as long as you've experted it. So this was a very welcome addition for Germany. I think they really did need it. The F4F, of course, got moved down to 10.7, and the MLA, while good, it's not top tier anymore. It can't compete against stuff like the F-14, the F-16, and of course the MiG-29. So now Germany gets their own little top-tier fighter to go along with. Technically, it's slightly better than the Russian one, just because it's a little bit lighter, so it'll perform better in a dogfight, but the difference is negligible. I haven't noticed it myself, so hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below, and, well, I guess I'll see y'all next time. So, peace, y'all.